Okay, so becoming a millionaire by 2025.
Ambitious.
Definitely ambitious.
Well, this video we're diving into today claims to have the roadmap. It's
Oh, is that right?
yeah. But, there's a ton of these get-rich-quick schemes out
And
there.
a lot of hype. That
Exactly. So our mission today is to kind of, sift through all that hype and pull out the actual useful stuff.
see what's actually valuable. Yeah.
Yeah, Clay.
Well, what's interesting is the video doesn't start with like some magic formula or anything.
Okay.
It actually starts with like understanding the bigger economic picture. It's almost like,
Yeah.
hey, before you even think about investing, you need to know what's going on.
Right, right. Because, throwing darts at a stock board blindfolded isn't going to
Not a good strategy.
not a good strategy, exactly. So what kind of economic insights are we talking about here?
Well, it dives into inflation and interest rates,
Okay.
kind of those fundamental forces that impact markets.
It's not just theoretical stuff. It gets very real when you're actually trying to grow your money.
Okay, so let's say inflation is high. That means basically my money's worth less over time.
Exactly.
Like a loaf of bread that cost $2 last year might cost $2.50 this year.
Exactly. So if your investments aren't growing faster than inflation, you're actually losing purchasing power.
Right.
The video highlights this as a major trap for a lot of, unsuspecting investors.
Oh, okay. And how do interest rates play into all of this?
Well, think of interest rates like the cost of borrowing money.
Hmm.
When rates are high, borrowing becomes more expensive, which can slow down economic growth,
Okay.
but it also means you could potentially earn more interest on your savings.
So it's kind of like this balancing act,
Right.
figuring out how to make your money grow faster than inflation,
Right.
but then also considering what interest rates are doing.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting.
Hmm.
The video argues that technological advancements are creating entirely new markets and opportunities. This isn't just investing in the latest gadget.
Right.
It's recognizing how technology is fundamentally reshaping industries.
Okay. So you're telling me I could potentially become a millionaire by investing in things like renewable energy, AI, biotech.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
Those sound more like, I don't know, science fiction than investment strategies.
Yeah. But the video argues that these aren't just buzzwords. These are sectors poised for massive growth.
Okay.
Think about it. The world is grappling with climate change.
Right.
Automation is transforming industries.
Hmm.
Healthcare is constantly evolving. These are mega trends
Right.
that are driving investment opportunities.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. It's not just about chasing after quick profits. It's about, like, understanding where the world is heading and then positioning yourself.
Long term?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Long term.
But how do we connect this to the real world of investing?
Well, they use the example of the recovery from the 2008 financial crisis. Remember what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Tech and healthcare stocks absolutely soared.
Right.
Companies like Apple and Amazon,
Yeah.
they were already positioned for the future and saw incredible gains.
Okay, so those who invested in companies that were kind of like aligned with these emerging trends, they got rewarded big time.
Big time.
But how can we identify those future-proof companies today?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The video doesn't give us a crystal ball, unfortunately,
Right.
but it stresses the importance of research and due diligence.
So instead of just blindly following the hype, you really got to understand the underlying technology, the market, all that.
Everything.
The long-term potential.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got inflation, interest rates, technological advancements. Anything else to factor in before we even think about picking stocks?
Well, the video also touches on global economic shifts.
Okay.
Things like trade policies and geopolitical events.
Oh, these things create ripple effects across markets.
Gotcha.
So staying informed is key.
It's like this giant game of chess. Got to be thinking a few steps ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
No pressure, right?
But the good news is there are resources and tools to help us navigate this. It's not about knowing everything. It's about knowing where to look
Okay.
and how to interpret the information.
All right. So we've laid the groundwork. We understand the economic forces at play. And we know we've got to align our investments with the future.
The future.
Now let's get into the actual investment strategies. The video dives into a few different options: stocks, real estate, even crypto. But before we get into those, what's the golden rule it emphasizes?
Diversification.
Oh, okay.
You've probably heard it before, but it's worth repeating. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
No matter how promising an investment seems, there's always a chance things could go wrong.
Right. Because even the most future-proof industries could experience some unexpected downturn. So spreading our investments across different things, asset classes, sectors, regions,
Yeah, spreading the risk.
managing that risk. Okay,
Hmm.
let's start with stocks. The video points out that historically, stocks have been a powerful tool for building wealth.
Yeah, tried and true.
But with so many companies out there, where do we even begin?
Well, the video suggests looking at the sectors we talked about earlier, tech, healthcare, renewable energy. These are the ones driving innovation
Right.
and have the potential for significant growth in the coming years.
But remember, we talked about research.
Yeah.
We got to go beyond just the sector and really understand the companies.
The individual players.
Yeah, are they leaders in their field?
Hmm.
Solid track record. What are their future prospects?
Exactly. And it's not just about finding companies that are growing, it's about finding companies that are growing smartly.
Oh.
Sustainable business model, strong management team, clear vision for the future.
So it's like investing in a company, like investing in a team. You want to make sure you're backing the right players.
Do right players. And the video emphasizes that's where research and analysis come in. There are tons of resources.
Right.
Financial news websites, investment research platforms, all there to help you evaluate companies.
Okay, so stocks are on the table.
Uh-huh.
What about real estate? The video positions it as another solid option.
Hmm.
But isn't real estate a little, I don't know, old school compared to like tech and crypto and all that?
It might seem that way, but real estate has a lot going for it.
Okay.
It's a tangible asset,
Right.
can provide both appreciation and rental income.
Yeah.
And the video highlights a recent trend that savvy investors are capitalizing on:
Oh, what's that?
the rise of remote work.
Okay, so how has remote work impacted real estate?
Well, it's changed the game.
Oh, okay.
Suburban and rural properties have become more desirable
Interesting.
as people seek more space, more flexibility, pushing up demand and prices in areas that were previously overlooked.
All right.
The video actually gives examples of people who bought rental properties or flipped homes in these areas, saw incredible returns.
So it's about recognizing those shifts and positioning yourself accordingly.
Exactly. And the beauty of real estate is it can offer diversification benefits too.
Oh, okay.
It tends to behave differently than stocks and bonds, which can help to balance out your portfolio.
Okay, so we've got stocks, real estate. Now let's talk about, I guess, the elephant in the room,
Oh, yeah.
cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
The video acknowledges their volatility, but also kind of hints at, like, their potential rewards.
Right. Crypto are definitely the Wild West of the financial world.
Yeah.
We've all heard the stories about Bitcoin and Ethereum, skyrocketing in value, but we've also seen those dramatic crashes.
So high risk, high reward.
Exactly.
But is it even worth considering for someone who's trying to build $1 million portfolio by 2025?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The video doesn't offer a definitive answer, but it presents it as a potential high-growth opportunity. But stresses the importance of caution and due diligence.
Right.
It mentions altcoins and DeFi projects, which can be even more volatile than Bitcoin and Ethereum.
So not something to just jump into lightly.
Yeah.
Requires some risk tolerance and, really understanding the technology
Deep
and
understanding.
the markets.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, diversification is key here, right?
Absolutely.
If you're going to dabble in crypto, you don't want to bet the farm on any one thing.
No, spread the risk.
All right. So we've explored 3 major investment avenues: stocks, real estate, cryptocurrencies. Each has its own, risks and rewards.
Mm-hmm.
And the key is finding the right mix that works for you, aligns with your goals and your risk tolerance.
Exactly.
And remember, this is just the beginning.
Just scratching the surface.
We've laid the foundation.
Yeah.
But there's so much more to explore. So stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive deeper into these investment strategies and hopefully uncover the secrets to making that money work harder.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome back. So last time we talked about understand that economic landscape and the importance of diversification. But how do we actually apply all this to, make smart investment choices?
Right, right. Well, the video spends some time on this concept of aligning your investments with the future.
Okay.
It's not just about chasing the latest hot stock tip.
Right.
It's more about recognizing the big, mega trends that are shaping the world.
Okay, so those people who saw the potential of the internet back in the early 90s
Yeah.
and invested in Amazon or Google or whatever. We
Exactly.
weren't just lucky, they were paying attention
They're paying attention.
to this massive shift in how we, live and work.
Exactly. And the video argues that we're kind of at a similar point today with technologies like renewable energy, AI, biotechnology.
I get the renewable energy part with climate change and,
Right.
the push for clean energy.
Yeah.
It makes sense that that sector has a lot of growth potential. But like AI and biotech, those seem a bit more abstract.
They might seem abstract, but they're already having a huge impact.
Okay.
I mean, AI is being used in everything, self-driving cars to personalized medicine.
Right.
And biotechnology is leading to breakthroughs in, disease treatment, even genetic engineering.
So it's not just about the technology itself. It's about how that technology is actually applied to real world problems.
Exactly.
And those solutions create massive markets.
Right. The video uses that example again of those who invested in tech and healthcare after the 2008 crisis.
Right.
They saw those huge returns because they bet on sectors that were going to solve big problems and meet growing demands.
So how can we, everyday investors, apply that same kind of thinking today?
Yeah.
How do we identify those future-focused companies?
Well, the video really stresses the importance of going beyond the headlines and doing your own research.
Okay, so instead of just, jumping on the latest hype train, we need to understand the underlying technology.
The fundamentals.
Right, the market,
Yeah.
the long-term potential.
Exactly. And it's not just about reading company reports. It's about understanding the bigger trends that are shaping the world.
Okay.
Are governments investing in renewable energy?
Right.
Are consumers demanding more personalized healthcare? These are the kind of signals
Okay.
that can point you in the right direction.
So we're not just, investors. We're
Yeah.
kind of becoming trend forecasters, too.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Connecting the dots between those advancements,
Right.
societal shifts, and the investment opportunity.
Okay, so let's say we've identified, a few companies or sectors that we think have, strong future potential.
Yeah.
The video also stresses diversification.
Right. Absolutely.
We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket,
Oh, yeah.
no matter how promising it seems.
Right. Diversification is all about managing risk. No matter how much research you do.
Right.
There's always a chance things could go wrong.
Okay.
A company could face competition, new technology could disrupt the market, global event, who knows?
So how do we actually diversify in a way that, makes sense?
Well, it's not just about picking stocks from different industries. It involves spreading your investments across different asset classes, sectors, maybe even regions.
Okay, so asset classes would include, stocks, bonds, real estate.
Exactly.
Give you commodities, gold, oil.
Yeah. Each asset class kind of behaves differently. Stocks tend to be more volatile but have higher potential for growth.
Okay.
Bonds are considered more stable. They offer that fixed income stream.
Mm-hmm.
Real estate, a tangible asset, can provide appreciation and rental income.
Right. So by diversifying across those different asset classes, we're basically creating a portfolio that can weather, different storms.
Exactly. If one asset class is struggling, others might be performing well.
Right.
It helps balance out those returns.
Okay. And then within each asset class, you can diversify even further by investing in different sectors, right?
Well, exactly. We've already talked about tech, healthcare, renewable energy.
Right. And then even within those sectors, there's, subsectors.
Yeah.
Individual companies to consider.
Lots of options.
So you might invest in a company that develops solar panels,
Mm.
another that focuses on wind energy,
Yep.
maybe a third that specializes in battery technology.
Exactly. And don't forget about geographic diversification, too. The global economy is interconnected.
Right.
But different regions experience growth and downturns at different times.
Okay.
Investing in international markets can help reduce your exposure to risk.
It's like creating a safety net for your investments.
Exactly. Spreading the risk.
Right.
Maximizing those chances of success.
Okay. So the video spends a good chunk of time talking about the role of technology in investing. Honestly, this was the part I was most excited about, but also a little intimidated by.
I can understand that.
It mentioned things like fintech, robo-advisors, AI, blockchain. It's a lot.
It is a lot, but it's also incredibly exciting.
Okay.
Technology is revolutionizing the way we invest, making it more accessible, more affordable,
Right.
more data-driven than ever before.
Okay, let's start with fintech and robo-advisors. The video explained how those are, making investing more accessible to the average person.
Yeah.
But I'm still a little fuzzy on how it all works.
Okay, well, think about it this way. Traditionally, if you wanted to invest, you had to go through a broker.
Right.
pay commissions, fees. You needed a lot of money just to get started.
Yeah, it felt very exclusive.
Exactly, it was. But fintech companies are using technology to disrupt that.
Wow.
They're offering online platforms that let you invest in stocks, bonds, all those things
Okay.
without going through a broker.
So it's like cutting out the middleman,
Exactly.
giving everyday people more control.
Exactly. And then robo-advisors take this a step further.
Oh, okay.
They use algorithms to
Wow.
create personalized portfolios based on your goals, your risk tolerance.
So it's like having a virtual financial advisor.
Exactly. And a lot of them charge very low fees or even no fees at all,
Oh, wow.
which makes it even more accessible.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What about AI and blockchain? How are those impacting the investing world?
Well, let's start with AI. AI is essentially teaching computers to think like humans,
Right.
and it's being used in a ton of different ways.
Okay.
One way is through data analysis.
Okay.
AI algorithms can analyze tons of data, market trends, company financials, news articles,
Wow.
to identify patterns and predict those future movements.
So it's like having a super smart research assistant.
Exactly. That can crunch all those numbers,
Right.
spot trends that we humans might miss.
And some firms are even using AI to like automate their trading.
That's right.
That sounds both fascinating and a little scary at the same time.
It can be. It has the potential to make it more efficient, more data-driven,
Right.
but it also raises questions about transparency, control.
Right, because if we're relying on algorithms to make our investment decisions,
Yeah,
we need to know how those algorithms work, what kind of biases they might have.
exactly. And that's where blockchain technology comes in. Blockchain is essentially a digital ledger, keeps track of transactions, secure and transparent way.
So it's like a public record of every transaction that's ever been made.
Right. And that has huge implications for finance.
Okay.
Blockchain can streamline payments, reduce fraud, increase transparency.
So how does that connect back to investing?
Well, blockchain is already being used to create new types of investments, like cryptocurrencies,
Right.
security tokens.
Okay.
These assets are built on blockchain, which gives them those unique features and benefits.
So blockchain isn't just a technology, it's like also creating new investment opportunities.
Exactly. And as it evolves, we can expect even more innovation.
Okay. So we've covered economic trends, investment strategies, the role of technology. What's the final piece of the puzzle here?
The most important part, mindset.
Ah, yes, the millionaire mindset.
Mindset.
Is it just positive thinking, or is there more to it?
It's definitely more than just positive thinking.
Oh.
It's about cultivating those attitudes, those habits that contribute to success.
So what are those, like, magical attitudes and habits?
It comes down to three things: discipline, patience, and a commitment to continuous learning.
Okay, let's break those down.
Yeah.
Starting with discipline, what does that look like in investing?
Discipline means sticking to your plan,
Okay,
even when things get tough.
right.
Resisting the urge to chase those short-term gains.
Okay.
Focusing on the long game.
I can see how that would be tough,
Yeah,
especially when, the market's volatile.
it is.
Everyone around you seems to be making or losing money quickly.
It is. But it's crucial.
Okay,
They use the example of Warren Buffett,
right,
known for his disciplined approach.
right.
Doesn't get caught up in the hype, focuses on finding those undervalued companies. Strong fundamentals.
So discipline is about, like, staying the course.
Yeah,
Even when, the market's going crazy.
exactly. Making those rational decisions.
Okay.
Not emotional ones.
Discipline, check. What about patience?
Patience goes hand in hand with discipline. Okay. It's about understanding that building wealth takes time. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So it's about, like, resisting the temptation to check your accounts every day,
Exactly.
obsess over those little fluctuations. It's more about trusting the process.
Trusting the process. A lot of successful investors hold onto investments for years, even decades,
Right.
allowing them to compound over time.
But in today's, like, fast-paced world, patience seems like a virtue that's, in short supply.
It is.
Mm.
But it's a virtue worth cultivating. It's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful.
Okay. Discipline, patience, check. What about continuous learning?
Well, the financial world is constantly changing. New technologies, market trends are shifting.
Right.
Economic conditions are fluctuating.
Right.
To stay ahead of the curve, you got to be constantly learning.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
No.
You can't just pick a few investments and assume they're going to perform well forever.
Exactly. They highlight people like Oprah Winfrey, Richard Branson,
Right.
known for their Curiosity, their commitment to lifelong learning.
Okay.
They're constantly seeking out new information.
So it's not enough to just learn the basics.
No.
We need to keep learning.
Keep learning, stay curious, and that's where resources like this video come in. They provide those insights.
Right.
Help you navigate the landscape.
Well, that brings us to the end of part 2.
All right.
We've covered a lot of ground.
A lot of ground.
Diversification strategies, power of technology, importance of mindset.
Yeah,
You ready to wrap it up in part 3?
absolutely. We'll explore some actionable steps,
Okay.
things you can start doing right now.
Perfect. Okay, so we've talked about economic trends, all those different investment strategies, the role of technology, mindset, everything.
A whole 9 yards.
But let's get down to, brass tacks.
Actionable steps.
What can our listener actually do today to start moving towards that goal of becoming a millionaire?
Well, the video actually gives us some practical steps. And the first one might seem kind of obvious.
Okay.
Define your financial goals.
Because becoming a millionaire can mean a lot of different things.
Exactly. It might be early retirement for one person, financial independence for another. Maybe it's about having the resources to, pursue passions.
So the video really stresses getting crystal clear on what that actually means to you.
Yeah. What does millionaire status look like to you? Because that vision, that specific goal, that's what's going to fuel your motivation.
Okay, so we've got, our eyes on the prize.
Right.
What's next?
Create a budget.
Oh, okay.
I know.
All right.
Budgeting isn't exactly the most glamorous part of, becoming a millionaire,
Right.
but it is essential.
Because it's not just about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep
Exactly.
and how you actually put it to work.
The video kind of breaks it down like this. Track your income, track your expenses, figure out where you can cut back.
Maybe that daily latte is costing you more than you think. And then start saving.
Okay, so making those conscious choices, building that foundation.
Exactly. And once you've got a clear picture of your finances, you've freed up some cash, that's when the fun begins.
Investing.
Investing.
But the video talks about so many different options.
It does.
Stocks, real estate, crypto. How do we know where to even start?
Well, do your research, explore the different options. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. The key is to find investments that align with you,
All right.
your risk tolerance, your goals, and even your interests.
So someone's passionate about, renewable energy.
Yeah.
They might gravitate towards those companies. Someone who loves following the stock market, they might want to build a portfolio of stocks.
Exactly. Find what works for you.
Yeah.
And the video also says you don't have to do it alone. There are resources out there,
Okay.
like financial advisors,
Right.
who can help you navigate all this. Right, seeking that expert advice, especially when you're first starting out,
Yeah.
or if you're dealing with, complex situations.
Definitely helpful. And don't forget about technology. We talked about fintech, robo-advisors,
Right.
making it more accessible, affordable. There are apps, platforms that can help you track investments, analyze trends, even automate your savings.
Okay, so we can leverage technology to make it a little less intimidating.
Absolutely. But the video reminds us building wealth takes time and patience. There are no shortcuts.
Right, no get-rich-quick schemes.
It's about consistency, staying informed, weathering those market ups and downs.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. And remember what we talked about, mindset,
Right,
discipline, patience, that commitment to continuous learning. That's crucial.
because there will be times when you're tempted to, maybe make impulsive decisions.
Yeah.
Get discouraged by market stuff.
Having that right mindset is what's going to make the difference.
Okay.
The video ends with this powerful message.
Look.
Believe in yourself. There are so many stories of people who overcame challenges, achieved financial success.
Right.
Those stories are reminders that, anything is possible.
Okay, so we're wrapping up this deep dive. We want to leave you with one final thought. The journey to $1 million starts with a single step.
That first step.
What will you do today to move closer to your goals? Create a budget, research investment options.
Or even just visualize your future success.
Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Take that step today and keep moving forward. We believe in you. And that's it for this deep dive. We hope you found it insightful, inspiring. Good luck on your journey to financial freedom.